Welcome to Leading from the Future. Listen, I am your host, Dr. Pastor Anthony D. Shannon, welcoming you to this unique space. That's right, where inspiration seamlessly blends with revelation. Why? To empower you on your journey. Whatever journey you're on, I believe that two is better than one. And when you have another person who pushes you or be a catalyst for you, it will help you get to where you need to be. Right here at Leading from the Future, we always tell you we're never going to be behind, but we're always going to be on the cutting edge. We don't just keep you informed, but we want you to transform and help you transform your perspective as you dive with us into these riveting stories of individuals who triumph over adversity. I want you to learn from those who've persevered against all the odds. And guess what? Then I want you to take notes and absorb the invaluable lessons that they will give to you, and they will drop 24 karat gold bars. Indeed, I promise you, if you're listening, because these are not people who just talking. No, they talk the talk and walk the walk. And then we want to help you get your voice together, get off the couch, or tell your story, or at least want to tell your story, and then give you the opportunity to get on these platforms so that you can make that happen. Our show isn't just about stories, it's also a call to action. We believe everyone has a purpose, born for a purpose. We tell you that you've got to find your purpose so you can live your life, and then you can leave a legacy. We believe that every person has this unique calling that makes them indispensable to the world. So, as you join us, we explore these pathways and help you to uncover hidden potentials deep inside yourself. We want to inspire you to embrace your destiny. I always tell you, we never, ever, ever disappoint. And we didn't do it tonight. No, no, no. We brought to you a special guest. Adebola Ajao. Listen, everybody. She's an author. She is a public health leader, huh? Epidemiologist, author, empowerment coach. She bridges science, leadership, here it is, and purpose. You see why she fit right on into Leading from the Future. She has advanced training in epidemiology and years of experience in drug safety and regulatory science. She combines data driven expertise with a passion for developing women leaders. As the author of Empowered Women, she equips women around the world with practical principles to do just that. I want you to live intentionally. She wants you to lead with confidence, and she wants you to fulfill your potential. She don't want you to die full. She wants you to die empty. Huh? Dr. Ajao is known for translating complex health and leadership challenges into clear, concise, concretized, actionable strategies that create lasting personal and professional impact. Y'all don't hear me. Would you please? You got to do it. You got to do it big. Welcome to the stage, the one and only Adebola. You'll say it however you want to say it, but say it right. So
Yes.
she'll get you right, and she'll get you tight. All right. Welcome here, Dr. Ajao. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, for having me. So good to see you.
Good to see you. We are just godly proud to have you here to introduce you to our community so people can understand exactly how you do what you do and how empowered you empower others to do what they do. And we're so godly proud. We always like to open up the show with these questions. Number one, tell people your name, right? Then we ask you to tell people about where you're from. We ask you to tell people about your mother's name, your father's name, and where you grew up.
Well, Dr. Anthony, that's a long story.
We got time. That's why you're
Well,
here.
hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Adebola Ajao. I am Nigerian, actually. I immigrated to the U.S. 30 years ago at the age of 17. Moved to the US by myself to go to college. My dad is a college professor. My mom was a high school principal. They stayed back in Africa, and I came here to go to college. So that's my origin, straight from Africa to the USA. But this is as much home as Africa is for me now. It's been 30 years.
Years in the USA. That's
Mhm.
got to be enough to stay. Okay. So, what was it like for you growing up Nigerian, right? And that
Mhm.
caused you to have this hunger for higher education?
Right. So if anybody knows Nigerians, we know that we are focused on education. What we're trained to do is to go to school and go to the highest that you can. And so my dad, like I said, is a college professor, was a college professor, was a professor of economics. He had a PhD. He was, head of department. Then he went and did a lot of development work across Africa. So my parents instilled in me that hunger of learning. They instilled in me that hunger for always wanting to go as high as you can, always striving to be your best self, always looking for the next opportunity, your next level. So that was how I grew up. That was the path that they laid for me. So when I came to the US, I came to the US to go to college. And of course, like every Nigerian parent, you're either going to be a doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer. Anybody that knows Nigerians know that. And so, of course, I wanted to be a doctor. So I came to the US and I studied microbiology in college. And towards the end of my college, coming here as an African and not really having any mentorship, not really knowing anyone to help me navigate that path. I lived in the dorm my whole 4 years. I didn't really have any family around. And I got to the end of my college education and I was trying to navigate like what's next for me. I wasn't even a US citizen at the time. I was on a student visa. And so I took a class in epidemiology in my last year of college. And so I said, maybe I'll go do this public health thing, just go and do my master's degree. And I did my master's degree in epidemiology and biostatistics. And then I worked for a few years. And after that, I realized I wanted more. And I decided to actually go do a doctorate in epidemiology. And that's what I've been in for over 20 years, doing public health, serving the US public, women's health, drug safety, and I love what I do.
Wow, wow, wow. Man, this is just so exciting already. All right. And now you empower women. Also you wrote a book, right?
Yeah.
Empowered Women.
Mhm.
What made
Yes.
you get into empowering women, even though epidemiology deals with the science, right, of incidents and other things, right?
Yes. So, yeah, epidemiology is the study of disease frequency, risk factors, who's getting the disease, where the disease popping up, and what are the factors that lead to somebody being more likely to, get the disease.
Mm.
And somewhere along that line, right, I haven't gotten the degree. I got married along the way, had my 3 children. And in my professional space, I started to feel stuck.
Mm.
I started to feel stuck because I was navigating this huge organization, federal agency,
Okay.
over 15,000 employees, trying to understand how do I go to my next level? How do I
Mm.
climb the corporate ladder, if you want to call it that?
Okay.
And that was really tough for me to navigate as a mom, as a wife, and, trying to advance my career. And, of course, I looking for mentors, looking for women like me, women that look like me. All my mentors throughout my professional career did not look like me. And most of them were actually not women. And I hope a lot to them, my growth, where I am. But there are situations, there are times when you want somebody who understands building a career and raising a family. And there are times that you want someone who understands the challenge of doing that as a Black woman. And in my professional space, I really did not find that. So in that process of me searching, I realized that I have to look within, that I was at a point where looking up wasn't really serving me. And I had to look within to understand, Adebola, who are you and how are you going to navigate all of this? How are you going to discover how you are going to navigate this if you don't have someone ahead of you that can do that for you? And that was how I started my professional development slash personal development journey. And in that process of discovering who I am, what my gifts are, I realized that I actually am a people person. I'm someone with a lot of emotional intelligence. I love mentoring and leading. And once I honed those gifts, I was able to discover that stepping into leadership positions within my career, my professional space was the right thing for me. And when I started to pursue those, I felt like I started to thrive. I got unstuck. And that's what led me to write my book, Empowered Woman, where I literally package the principles that I use to navigate that challenge to get to where I am now. So although I'm still in my profession full time, I get to do this other ministry of empowering women through my own experience. So what I do in my organization, Empowering Initiatives, is to support other ambitious professional women to get unstuck by
Mm.
leveraging their gifts, their uniqueness, so they can maximize their potential, their profits, their impact, and their legacy.
Wow. And so you would describe then, based off what you said, then what problem are you trying to solve for women when you wrote Empowered for Women?
I was trying to help women understand that it's really important for them to discover who they are, their
Mhm.
identity, in order for them to be able to understand what their calling is. So
Mm.
if you don't understand who you are, it's hard to understand who you're meant to serve or who you're called to be and who you're called to serve. So that whole saying of identity precedes purpose. It's in really honing your identity that you begin to have clarity on your purpose, what your mission is, and who you're called to serve. So I really
Wow.
do believe in that, discovering yourself
So,
first and leading yourself first.
okay, so Adebola, when you say find it within, are you saying that you are pushing people or helping women, should I say,
Mhm.
discover their purpose?
Yes.
Would you say that once they find that purpose, now they can begin to live and not be stuck, as you put it?
Absolutely. But I think sometimes the word purpose is abstract. And
Mm-hmm.
so when we use the word purpose, a lot of people don't really understand what that means. And
Mm-hmm.
so what I try to do when I work with women is break that down, because I
Ah,
believe your purpose is your passion plus
yes.
service. But the
Ah.
passion part is, who are you? Because who you are is already in you. But you got to discover your uniqueness, your unique gifts, and your unique calling, and then identify who you can serve with those gifts in
Mhm.
order to find your purpose. So I try to break down, I try not to use the word purpose just because I feel like it's so abstract in
You
people's minds.
Now that was so good that we need to rewind that because the way you opened that up in the beginning was so powerful. Can we rewind that and repeat that one more time? Because that was a 24 karat gold bar.
Yeah, thank you. So I believe that your purpose is your passion
Mhm.
plus service.
Yeah.
So who you are, what you're passionate about, what you love to do, what you enjoy doing, what are the things that you love, what are your gifts, your skills, your talents, what is your superpower, if you want to use that word, and how do you serve with that?
Mm, that's good. Oh,
That's your purpose.
that is so good. I promise you. I hope that many of you are enjoying this so far. Before we take the first break, I want to ask you this question. You're in epidemiology, and how did that shape, right, the way you see leadership and service, though?
Well, being an epidemiologist, I'm in public health and I'm in
Hmm.
public service.
Mm,
So innately, I'm service oriented. So it just flows. What I already do as an epidemiologist flows into what I do in this other ministry, serving women, because I'm already in service as a public health expert, and I'm in public service. So they actually are continuous. It's just another way of me serving. I serve in my professional space. I also serve in my ministry. It's all about service.
Wow. It's all about service. I love that. Well, listen, everybody, I hope that you are enjoying Adebola as she continues to give you the insight into the world that she helps women and empower women to move forward so that they can do purpose plus their passion. Come on, somebody. What are you passionate about? Well, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere because she'll be right back. And listen, we've got something we want to tell you. We have a new book called Sacred Success. If you have not purchased this book, I need you to go and get your copy today. You know what we say? Sacred success is unlocking God given prosperity. That your prosperity is tied up to what you're passionate about, to what you've been called to do, what your purpose is. And when you find it and you're passionate about it, boy, that's your God given prosperity. It's locked up. Has nothing to do with materialism. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to get caught up in greed and doing people wrong. No. It's enough for everybody, but you must find your purpose. You need to get this book today. This is a step-by-step blueprint for you to break free from scarcity thinking into abundance. I want you to scan this QR code right now. Take a picture, or you can go to Amazon.com, Barnes and Noble. You can also go to our website, the Victory Church, int.org, and you can get your copy today.
Elevate your mindset with Radiant Achievers, illuminating radiance and influence. An anthology curated by Dr. Jacqueline Mohair. Immerse yourself in stories that promise not just inspiration, but tangible takeaways from contributors like Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Gain insights from individuals who've excelled in business and left a lasting impact in their communities. This anthology isn't just about success stories. It's a guide to wisdom and practical strategies for your own journey. Radiant Achievers brings together diverse voices, including the faith-filled perspective of Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon, creating a powerful narrative of empowerment. Are you ready to transform your perspective? Order Radiant Achievers by reaching out to us or order your copy on Amazon now. Let the stories within, enriched by Dr. Shannon's insights, ignite your passion for business, community, and the actionable steps towards your own radiant success. Illuminate your path to greatness today.
Introducing to you Leaders Live Generously Academy, a coaching program designed just for you, with yours truly, Dr. Anthony D. Shannon. That's right. Listen, I want you to understand that Leaders Live Generously Academy is where ambition meets purpose and success is redefined. Imagine a place where you don't have to choose between making a meaningful impact and achieving financial prosperity, where your pursuit of success harmonizes perfectly with your values of family and faith. At our academy, we understand that true leadership is about living generously, leading with integrity, and creating a legacy that transcends financial achievements. Under the guidance and the coaching of Dr. Anthony D. Shannon, I am a renowned expert in leadership with over 30 years of experience. Listen, not only do we teach you leadership, we teach you personal development. You'll discover your unique purpose. Learn to maintain balance in all aspects of your life. And I want you to unlock strategies for wealth creation. Why don't you join me and let me help you transform your vision of success. Lead with generosity and live a life filled with purpose. I want you to start your journey today at Leaders Live Generously Academy. It's the coaching program designed for you. It's where we teach you to lead, to love, to give. It's transformative leadership, because the best leaders are those who live generously. Come join the Academy, and your coaching program starts right now.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, we hope that you're enjoying the show, and we want to let you know that we are grateful for you. From captivating stories to insightful discussions, we value your presence in our community. Now, if you're finding value and joy in what we bring to your screen, we'd like to invite you to consider taking your support a step further. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. We have 3 simple ways for you to give, making it quick and easy for you to send your contributions. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon. You can send your contribution directly to our amazing host. The second way is to download the VChurch app. Go ahead and download on the Google Play or your App Store and follow the prompts there. The third is Cash App, $ the Victory Church INT. Again, we thank you for your contributions and your support of Leading from the Future with our amazing host, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, thank you for being an essential part of our journey. Your generosity truly fuels our passion. Now let's get back to the show, because more exciting moments await us. Thank you for your continued support.
Hello, my name is Dr. Adebola Ajao, and you are watching Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Anthony Shannon.
Now, before we took this break, you were talking to us, and it was so good about, you studying epidemiology, public health, and now how you empower women. And you talked about the problems that you solve. So now, how do you define empowerment beyond motivation or inspiration?
Yeah, I think being empowered is when a woman is able to follow her dreams. So not only having a vision for your life, where you want your life to go, but having the courage to step into that vision and shifting your mind and your belief system to believing that you can achieve those goals, whatever vision that you've set out for yourself. I believe that's true empowerment.
Wow, that's pretty good. Big time. You talked about the mindset. How do you help women change their mindset from where they are to where they want to go in finding out what they're passionate about?
Yeah, so mindset is huge, right?
Mhm.
When I, as a professional woman, no one ever taught me mindset. And I didn't start to learn about mindset until I, got into this empowerment space. Like I said earlier, moving in my personal development journey, I realized that we have to conquer our mind before we can conquer the world. So mindset is a habit. I really believe that it's a practice that one has to inhabit on a daily basis, because our limiting beliefs, they don't take a break, right? They keep coming and telling us what we can or cannot achieve. And we have to shift our belief system, understanding that we are capable and we are already equipped to do what we're called to do. So a few principles that I employ and I teach is, first of all, I teach gratitude, because I believe that in order for us to do more, we need to appreciate where we already are. And when we see our life through the lens of being grateful, it really allows us to believe that we are capable of more. This is where I am now, but this is where I'm going. And affirmations is another tool to consistently tell ourselves that we can do it, no matter what is being told to us, no matter what our environment has told us, no matter what our limiting beliefs is telling us. For us to be able to believe that we can do whatever that vision, whatever that goal is, we need to affirm ourselves every single day. And I always tell the story of when I was writing my book, because I was a first-time author. I did not have anybody in my community who was an author. And it was COVID. So we all went in, right? And everybody went online. So I, wanted to write this book, had been writing it, and I got to the point when I wanted to publish it. And there were so many times that I had to silence the voice in my head that I was not worthy to be an author and that no one wanted to hear what I had to say. And I had to keep affirming myself regularly to push through the fear of who wants to hear me speak.
Wow, that's amazing. So there's an internal battle that one has to face and conquer before they can give themselves, if I could say it this way, permission to be an author. And now here you are, an author. Come on, somebody. That's powerful.
5
in
years
itself.
strong.
Woo, 5 years strong. Come on, somebody. Now you definitely have the tools and the strategies to help somebody else overcome those different mindsets. What are the 5 principles, would you say, that you believe every woman then must internalize in order to live fully?
Yeah, so the 5 principles in my book, Empowered Woman, once you go on that journey of discovering your gifts, because that's the beginning, once you begin that journey, then you have to create the vision for your life. You have to know where you're going, right? So that you can then define the path to get there. And so that's the first is vision. And in that vision, we have to think big. We have to think big. And the second is the belief system. It's that whole mindset, really believing that we can do it, using tools like I mentioned, like gratitude, like affirmations, to support our mindset, to fortify our mindset. And then resources, because wherever we're trying to go, we need resources to get there, whether it's the resources of time, whether it's knowledge, we need the resources. And so we have to find what it takes for us to get to our vision. And the fourth one is relationships, because I believe that the people that you surround yourself with is extremely important. If you're trying to get to a goal, you need to surround yourself with people that are already doing those things that you want to do, because that's where you're going to get the support. That's where you're going to get the visibility that you need. That's where you're going to get the accountability. That's where you're going to help people that actually believe in you too, and the people that are already doing it. So when you see them doing it, that helps you be able to believe in yourself. And then the most important one is consistent action. Because I believe that even if you have a vision, even if you believe in yourself, even if you have all the knowledge and you have all the relationship, but if you don't move, you're never going to get there. So it's about momentum. We have to keep moving even when we don't have all the clarity. So when people speak of 5 years, 10 years, 15-year goals, sometimes I got to be honest with you, I don't really know where I'm supposed to be in 15 years, but I know where I want to be in a year or two. And so I can at least set that goal. I can at least plan that, and I can step into it even when I don't have full clarity of what the next 5 years or 10 years look like. So it's not about fully knowing where you're going. It's about just taking the step and taking the action. So I believe that consistent action, I call it consistent small steps, because it's something we have to practice daily, literally every day. Of course, beginning of the year like this, we do a vision board. I have my vision board in my room. And every day for all the different goals, that I've set for myself, spiritually, professionally, in my ministry, in my parenting, in my marriage. I set goals in my relationship, right, with God. I set those goals and I write down the steps to achieve those goals. So it's not just having goals, it's about having a plan to achieve those goals. And every day I ask myself, what am I doing today towards each of these goals?
Wow.
What am I
Wow.
doing today towards each of these goals?
Wow and wow, that is so powerful. You talked about the environment and different people and whatnot. So, how critical is mentorship, or how important is it for a person's journey?
Mentorship is everything. But in my book, I also talk about how mentorship is not always about looking up. Because, like in my story, I told you, I kept looking up and I kept looking for people ahead of me to help support me on my journey. It comes to a point where you got to look around you, where you're not just looking up, you got to look around you. Well, who is on the same journey with me? Maybe if I can't, maybe there's nobody up there, but they got to be around me. And you got to find those people around you. And so now it's about sisterhood. So, like a lot of the sisters you mentioned at the beginning of this conversation, those are my sisters. I'm in that sisterhood for a reason, because we celebrate each other, we support each other. I see them doing this and I'm like, oh, how is sister this and this doing that? And then guess what? I have a resource right there. I can ask her how she's doing that. And these sisters, because they believe in what I believe in, we share resources. Nobody holds on to anything. Nobody's gatekeeping anything. We're constantly sharing resources, supporting each other, lifting each other up, helping each other, open doors for each other. And that's the environment you need to put yourself in if you want to be empowered.
I want to circle back for a moment. It just clicked in me when you said that. How important is gratitude? Because you can help people and empower people, but they may not even say thank you. They may not even really appreciate it. Why do you teach gratitude first?
Whew. I believe gratitude actually has the power to shift how we see ourselves and how we see what we're able to achieve. Because if you're in a situation and you're always whining about where you are, you're clouded. You can't even see the power that's in you. So just letting go of the things that I don't have and just being grateful for the things I have has a way of empowering me to know that I can do more. Thank God for where I am. Look at where I am compared to where I was last year, where I was 5 years ago. Just having that mindset of I've come a long way and I can keep going a long way versus, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that. That just has a way of limiting us and keeping us down versus if we adopt an attitude of gratitude.
Wow, wow, wow. Did you hear that? Listen, everybody, I hope you've been enjoying this. It is break time. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to be right back. And I'm telling you, do not want to miss anything that's coming next. All right. I know it goes fast. I get it. But guess what? We're maximizing the time just for you. We had you in mind. Well, this is that moment where we want to show you, all right, what Dr. Ajao does in action. We want to spin and show you, some of the things that she's been able to do and how you want to follow her, all right, and why you want to connect with her. We're going to take a moment, but we're going to show you what she do in action. Not only that, we want you to know that as you're connected with Leading from the Future, there's two things I want to share with you. Number one, we always give you an opportunity to invest, to sow, all right, so that we can continue to take this message all around the world. TCT.TV picks this up. Apple TV, Roku picks this up. You can go to Hulu, picks it up. We can go and expand even to the word network, so that you can watch inspiring stories like this. You have never heard a story like this, I bet you. But guess what? Leading from the future has brought it to you. You can now follow Dr. Ajao. Why? Because she deals with epidemiology, leadership, women empowerment. Man, you come on, you can't get no better than that, huh? She's already been transparent, overcome. So we want you, all right, to connect with this by sowing a seed. We always ask people to sow a seed into this, right? You can do a cash app. You can go to the Victory Church, INT. You can even sow into me personally if you want to. I pray over it, believe that. But you can also use what we have, the V Church app. You could go there, download, sow your seed so that we can continue to take this all around the world on Stage Plus and others that you can pull up wherever you at around the world. We're so thankful. And then if you don't have our book, The Sacred Success, we're so excited about this book because it's so timely. All right. And we want you to get that book. All right. Sacred Success. All right. We talked about it earlier and we want you to get it. We want to make sure you scan it and get it, because once you get this book, I now need you to get this book. All right. The process of change is now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Start changing now. We're in the fourth industrial revolution. Matter of fact, we in AI storm right now. AI is going bananas. It's on, all right, it's going berserk. So either you're going to be at the table looking at the menu, or you're going to be on the menu getting ate. I don't want you to be like that. I don't want you to be like Blockbuster, who could have bought Netflix, but they decided, no, Netflix, they're doing, who wants to do data? Nobody wants to do that. Well, guess what? Blockbuster's out. Netflix is number one right now. Don't you want to be number one? You want to get this book today. The process of change is now. Why don't you go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or to the Victory Church, int.org. You want to get your book today. What if your story of faith could inspire generations? What if your testimony of resilience could ignite hope in others? Well, introducing The Faith Factor. It's a legacy project led by visionary Dr. Pastor Anthony D. Shannon. It's a moment where faith meets action and your voice really, really matters. We're calling authors, speakers, and those with a story of unshakable faith to join. It's a writing project that's going to be a legacy. Your story could be the breakthrough someone needs. Your words could change lives. Your faith could leave a lasting legacy for generations to come if you've overcome trials, experienced God's hand in your life, or have a testimony, not a testimony, that can transform others. This is your moment to shine. Why don't you apply today? Become a co-author, share your story of faith, and inspire generations to come. Don't just believe, take action. Your faith-filled words could be the key to someone else's breakthrough in this book. Because faith isn't just a belief, it's the key to transformation. Apply now at faithfactorbook.com. Say it again, thefaithfactorbook.com. I want to interview you right now.
Are you ready to embark on a journey of inspiration and empowerment? Introducing The Heart of a Black Man, inspiring stories of triumph and resilience. A captivating anthology that sheds light on the incredible stories of Black men who have faced adversity with unwavering strength. This anthology features a powerful voice among its authors, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. His contribution adds a unique perspective, weaving a narrative of resilience, faith, and triumph that will leave you inspired and moved. The Heart of a Black Man is more than just a book. It's a beacon of hope, a celebration of perseverance, and a testament to the indomitable spirit within the hearts of Black men. Available now on Amazon for only $20 or Kindle for $9.99, The Heart of a Black Man is a powerful investment in knowledge, empathy, and inspiration. Reach out to us or order your copy today and join us in celebrating the resilience, triumphs, and the enduring spirit of Black men everywhere.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Adebola Ajao,
I am the founder of Empower Initiative.
You know, someone said to me once, you know, Adebola, you are an epidemiologist, and I was doing Mary Kay at the time. You're doing Mary Kay, and you're speaking, you're an author. Who exactly are you? I'm like, I'm all of the above. I am all of those things. So don't limit me. Do not limit God. Because God has put all of those talents in you. So don't limit God.
For all future events, you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Adebola Ajao, and you can visit us at www.empowerinitiatives.net.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, we hope that you're enjoying the show, and we want to let you know that we are grateful for you. From captivating stories to insightful discussions, we value your presence in our community. Now, if you're finding value and joy in what we bring to your screen, we'd like to invite you to consider taking your support a step further. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. We have 3 simple ways for you to give, making it quick and easy for you to send your contributions. The first is Cash App. That's right, $Anthony D. Shannon. You can send your contribution directly to our amazing host. The second way is to download the VChurch app. Go ahead and download on the Google Play or your App Store and follow the prompts there. The third is Cash App, $the Victory Church INT. Again, we thank you for your contributions and your support of Leading from the Future with our amazing host, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, thank you for being an essential part of our journey. Your generosity truly fuels our passion. Now let's get back to the show because more exciting moments await us. Thank you for your continued support.
Well, Dr. Ajao, you've been amazing. You've been dropping down 24-karat gold bars indeed, and you have helped somebody today. Ain't no doubt about that. All right. But let me ask you a couple of more questions, if you will. What personal obstacle tested your confidence the most, and how did you overcome it?
Good question. Honestly, for me, I think it's my mindset. I had to overcome a lot in my mind to get to where I am. Because, confidence doesn't come naturally. You have to create confidence. And the way that I've done that, every time I'm faced with an obstacle, every time I want to do something big, is I go back and look at all the things that I've done. So I keep a catalog of my wins to propel me forward in my next. So I have to constantly nurture my mindset. I have to constantly, and that's why I spoke about gratitude and affirmations. I have to constantly nurture my mindset. And that's why it's important for me to really make sure that my space, my headspace is clear and that I surround myself with people that are only lifting me up. Because it's in order for me to keep moving forward, I need to make sure my space is positive. So I try to keep my mental space positive. I try to, obviously feed on the word of God, pray, praise, worship, and really stay in a place of gratitude to keep my mindset positive.
Wow, to keep your mindset positive. I think that is so powerful because I've heard, even in the spaces we go to. So why do you believe so many high achieving women still struggle with fulfillment? They doubt
Mhm.
themselves at different moments or different times of the fulfillment. Why do you believe?
Whew. I believe it's first of all, we have to really, I think I started this whole conversation by saying we really need to know who we are. Because I think if we don't know who we are, we're going to keep doubting ourselves. So that whole place of discovering your identity, I believe, is the foundation. Once you really know who you are, what you're here for, who you're called to serve, I think it helps you solidify your vision. It helps you to move forward in your vision. I think when women constantly look around to see what other people are doing and constantly comparing themselves to the next person, you're never going to feel good enough for your calling. I think we need to stand in our uniqueness. We need to stand in our identity. We need to believe in our mission. And I think when you're in that, when you get to that place, it becomes easier to keep moving forward, especially if you are, if you have a relationship with the Holy Spirit. And so you get inspired through the Holy Spirit. This is not about person A or B. This is about me and my mission. What am I here for? What am I called to do? And for me, every year, at the beginning of the year, when we write our mission statement and we write our goals and set our goals, I ask myself, to own in on whatever my goal is that year that aligns with my mission, aligns with my ministry, and focus on that. Because sometimes we are pulled in too many places. We're trying to do A and B and C and D and E and F. We're not focused. I think we need to really hone in on who we are, what our mission is, what our ministry is, who we're here to serve, and who we are. Have confidence in who we are so that we can focus. Because every time you look left and right, what A and B are doing, and you're not focused on who you are because you don't really know who you are and who you're serving, you're always going to be distracted. And it's always going to chip at your confidence.
Mm-hmm. Always chip at your confidence. You talk about so much today, and you also talk about being married and have children and holding down a full-time job as in epidemiology, as well as now empowering women. What habits then separate women who merely survive from those who truly thrive? And how do you manage and balance husband and kids and all of that?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Some people say, Adebola, how do you do it? And I said, you know what? If you're passionate about the different aspects of your life, you keep going. I'm passionate about being a wife. I was 20 years married this year. Thank you. I'm passionate about being a mom. I have 3 and I keep nurturing them. I'm passionate about my career and the fact that I serve the US public in the public health space. I'm in women's health. So I'm passionate about serving women because I'm a woman and I have 2 daughters and I'm a sister and I'm a daughter. And I'm passionate about empowering women because I've been in a place where I was stuck, and I know women need the tools to get past that stuck, to keep thriving and to keep becoming their best self and keep moving to their next levels. So I think passion is number 1. You need to be passionate about what you are doing. You need to be passionate about your ministry, about your career, about, the different hats that you wear. Then it becomes a little bit easier. You don't get tired. Yeah, you might pause from time to time. You might rest from time to time. But because this is your passion, it keeps driving you. But of course, you also have to know when to rest, right? As women, we wear so many hats and we do so much. And if we burn out, we would not be able to support anybody. So we have to know our bodies. We have to know when to pause. We have to understand that rest is important in order for us to be able to pour into others. We also have to be nourished, right? We have to go into spaces where we're also poured into so we can continue to pour into others. So putting rest into our schedule is important. As much as we work hard, we also have to know that we need to take breaks and we need to rest. One thing that I tell women is not to try to do everything themselves, to be able to delegate. So in my organization, I'm in leadership positions, and I have to keep telling myself that you need to delegate. You don't got to do everything. You have all these people on your team so they can do the work, and you need to trust your team to do the work. And once you empower your team, you as a leader, you're able to free up that space and be able to, lead from above, guide the team, support them, have a vision for the team, and really, have things working well, because you're not trying to do everything. You let everybody do their job. You delegate. At home too, you got to delegate. You delegate to your kids. You delegate to your husband. In your business, you delegate to your assistant and all of that. So I believe delegation is an important tool. And I also believe that having a routine is important, because life is so busy. For me, I'm a routine person. So I wake up in the morning, I pray, I do my praise worship, then I take a shower and then get the kids ready. And then I get out of the house. If I'm working from home, I get on by 8 o'clock, and I do that till like 4. And then I work on my business. I work on my ministry. I work on my ministry. I have a time of the day that I spend with my assistant. We go through the list. What do we have in our email? What do we have to do today? What do we have to work on? So I have time blocks for different things. Yes.
Wow. That is so wonderful, because at Leading from the Future, we also infuse faith ministry into business and marketplace. And you seem to do the same thing. Why is that important? As I've heard you mention that many times tonight, because a lot of people think ministry is not important. God isn't important. And even doing what they do. Why is ministry important, and why do people need to take that serious as well?
Well, I always say, if you don't have God, you got to have drugs. You got to have something. I believe you got to have something. So if you don't have drug, you got to have drugs. And I'm not advocating for drugs at all. So then I got to advocate for God, because that's what I know. And I believe that we need to be led, even in our careers, even in our business. We need to be led by the Spirit. I believe that success comes with being connected to a higher power.
Wow.
That's my belief. And so for me, when I'm looking about going to that next level, what is the next thing for me, whether it's in my career, whether it's in my ministry, I really ask for direction. I ask for inspiration. I ask for the Holy Spirit to minister, to show me, to lead me. I don't want to go nowhere where God is not. I want to go where He's leading me, because I know that's where the ultimate success is.
Wow. I like how you said it. The ultimate success is, because I remember Steve Jobs, the wealthiest guy at that time, said he would have given all of his money just for some peace and a peace of mind and healing. He didn't have neither one, but he had plenty of money. So that was powerful in what you said. I got one last question for you. What does legacy mean to you, at this stage of life and career?
Yeah, for me, legacy is really about impact. Legacy is about the impact that we leave behind. What do you want people to say about you when it's all said and done? What do you want to be written on your tombstone? Because we're all gonna die at some point, unfortunately. And it's not about how much money we have now. It's not about, of course, money's great, achievements are great. But I believe if we're not having impact, all of that is not really meaningful. So it's the lives that we touch while we're here. It's the impact that we have while we're here. It's the difference that we make while we're here. That's legacy.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm so excited. Dr. Adebola Ajao. She did that thing. I'm telling you, she dropped 24 karat gold bars and D's. I want you to follow her. So let's ask her, how do people follow you? What's your social media and contact information? And how can people get the book?
Yes, well, the book is on Amazon, so that's where to get it. My Instagram handle is Dr. Adebola Ajao, literally like that. I'm on Facebook as Adebola Ajao. I'm on LinkedIn as Adebola Ajao. And my business is Empowering Initiatives. So my website is www.empoweringinitiatives.com. And my email address is empoweredinitiativesmd, as in Maryland, @gmail.com.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm telling you, folks, I want you to hit her up. Amen. And I want you to do it right now. Amen. So that you too can be empowered in your next, finding out what God has for you. And she already talked about the power of mentorship, gratitude. Listen, a mentor is going to help you get to where you need to go to faster. Here's the deal. When you get there, don't forget them. Don't act like you did it by yourself. Don't change your resume. No, have gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. And I promise you, you'll hit that ultimate success. All right. And so we're thankful of all that have tuned in today. As we always say, we're going to always be leading from the future because we want you to know that every last one of you were born for a purpose. And we believe that if you find your purpose with passion, you heard her tell you today, all right, put all that together, then guess what? You will be able to live your life. And then you'll be able to leave legacy, the impact that you need, that the next coming up, your daughters, your sons, the cousins, nephews, nieces, listen, they can run with this thing. You know, Ford Motor Company is still existing today because their cousins, nieces, nephews is running the company. All right. That's impact. Okay. That you start something and somebody else can finish. Please go and check out the great Dr. Ajao. All right. Hit her up on everything and buy the book. Buy the book today. All right. Because you know what I tell you, if you're going to lead, you got to read. Get that book. All right. We'll see you next time from Leading from the Future. I'm your host, Dr. Pastor Anthony D. Shannon. Thank you so much for praying for us, sowing into us, and guess what? Pushing us forward. We will see you next time. Peace.
Thank you for joining us on another incredible episode of Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. We've had an amazing journey exploring visionary leadership and inspiring insights. If you're passionate about sharing your story and ideas on our show, we'd love to have you as a guest. Simply reach out to us via email at thevictorychurchint@gmail.com. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. You can contribute through 3 convenient ways. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon, or $ The Victory Church INT. You can also download the V Church app. Search for us on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Follow the prompts and make your contribution. Whether you contribute $1,000 or any amount, every donation makes a difference. Go ahead and support us today. For more information and to stay connected, please visit leaderslivegenerously.com. We appreciate your support in advancing our mission. Well, thank you for being a part of this incredible community. Join us again next time as we lead from the future.